Hello everybody, this is Maniac for Bricks, and I am here today with set number 41509, Slumbo from Series 2 of LEGO Mixels. This is ages 6 and up, 61 pieces. This set includes a Mixel, and this originally retailed for about $4.99. You can still find this in stores since this is a 2014 release. Let's take a closer look at this set now, starting with the package. The package for the set is a very similar texture and size compared to the Friends Animal packages that we've seen last year and this year. On here you can see the basic design for Slumbo. You can also see in the corner a see-through section, which is represented as a cubit. It also shows Cartoon Network on the bottom, since you can watch the Mixels on Cartoon Network. And on the top, I sliced them in half when I cut this open, but you can see the cartoon version of Slumbo. On the back of the package, it also shows you the Frosticons Max, when you combine all three of the same characters from the Frosticons tribe, and also shows you the other 8 figures in the series. It does not show you which ones had the Mixels. That's something you have to find out on your own. So, we got the package covered. Let's talk about the rest of it. We also have one bag that all the pieces are put into. And we have one set of instructions. They fold out like this. And it's a really simple build. It's actually kind of fun. Just the way that everything is built kind of sideways. Because it all gets turned over so you can actually see how the figure looks. It's not too hard of a build for kids. And it even shows you joint by joint how to build the figure. On the back it also shows you how to build the Mixel. And then the parts list on one page. The next page has the Frosticons Max and shows you the instructions are online. Then it also shows you in the back Series 1, 2, and 3 of the Mixels. So you see all of them for 2014, and I know that in a short while, Series 3 will be coming out as well. Each of these also has a check box next to each one, so you can keep track of which ones you have. Also on the back, you can use this code if you want to. This is the code for the Mixels game, which you have to pay for on the App Store and Google Play. I think it's actually a $5 app. But this is a code that you can use in the game. Probably something you can use relative to the character. And on the back you get to see the win section. We got a few extra pieces that are in this set. 2 of them are 1x1 cheese wedges. First one in kind of a bluish translucent color. And then the second one just in black. We get 2 1x1s. One is a round plate and one is a square plate. Both of them are in blue. And lastly, we get an extra Mixel arm. Just, your basic wrench piece or hot dog holder piece. So, for this and other Mixels reviews, I'm not going to talk about the character in a big extent. I'm just going to get straight to the figure's abilities as a toy. Because I feel like I took too long with the last one, Electro, and we'll try to sum it up a little bit quicker this time around. So, Slumbo is a cool looking character. He's got a good pattern of blue and some of this kind of like a cyan, or I'm not really sure, but maybe like turquoise. Just a lighter color to break up the other colors from him. He also has some black going around him and even some dark blue towards the head section. Very interesting character. I like how he even looks from the side, so he doesn't look too flat. They still have a little bit of texture and detail on the back of him as well as on the front of him. He also has a range of motion. You can see his arm can go up and down for quite a bit, so you got a lot of motion there. You can also hinge his arms back and forth so they can be real close to him or stretch out far. So a lot of articulation with the arm section. With the legs, you're basically getting ball joints at the kind of hip area. There are no knee joints, but it's still usable for posing, and you can easily balance him as shown. What's also interesting about this figure are the various pieces that are used to build him. I really like the ball joints, but, you know, with this figure especially, it's also nice that we get a minifigure head that is printed as an eyeball. This is something that was first introduced with the Series 2. It is available with only 2 of the figures in Series 2, this one being one of them. So I had to get this because it's a really cool piece and has a lot of potential. We also have this piece, which I know we've had before, but still good to get in another color. I also like the toothed piece underneath it. Very cool how they made that 3 teeth. And then we also have the crystal that's put on the back, so that, you know, we're reminded that he is an ice type, along with his color. It's also cool that we get, I guess these are his fingers, which can also move up and down on their own. They were first introduced in Galaxy Squad, but still cool to use with this set. And with this set, we get a Mixel. This is one of the small figures that tries to ruin the Mixels, tries to steal their qubits and keep them from combining and becoming something greater than they are. It's a very simple figure to build, and they're really simple in general as far as as far as looks and things. So there are a little bit of things we can do with it, not really intended to do a lot. You can just move their arms back and forth, and the face on here is printed on a 2x2 round plate. So you got that clever looking face if you wanted to use that for other figures, but it's kind of small because the Mixel itself is small. So it's a cool looking set. I really enjoyed building it, and I really liked some of the pieces with the Slumbo character, and it was also nice to get a Mixel. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time with more LEGO set reviews.